guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a Terra Luna exit strategy video, when to sell Terra Luna Classic. Now the reason why this video is so important is because right now Terra Luna Classic is doing phenomenally well. I mean, over 300% in the past 30 days, you know, up over 44% in the past 24 hours, and it looks like this trend will continue. But what people need to understand, maybe you're an old holder, maybe you're a new holder, is you must have an exit strategy. You must have an actual plan of when you are going to sell. Now I know at the moment everything is, you know, feeling great, everything's going to the moon. However, learn from 2021. If you do not have an exit strategy, then it, you know, at the end of the day, it's just profits on the screen. You want to be able to realize those profits, realize those gains, and be able to take some profit out of the market. So let's talk about this exit strategy. So the first thing that you must understand, and I mentioned it on my past video, the video I just made, when I was talking about how much Luna Classic you actually need, a lot of it is dependent on your time frame, right? And your time frame is basically how long do you want to be in this position, right? Once you establish how long you want to hold Luna Classic based on factual data, not just on feelings, you know, I want to hold till next week, or I want to hold a month from now, or I want to hold forever, right? You have to be able to have a definite, you know, time frame that you want to hold for. Now, if that's short term, that could be till the end of the year, or it could be in the next 3 months. That could be your short-term target. I want to be able to sell my Luna Classic within the next 3 months, take some profit out of the market, and maybe move on and do other things. Now, having that target is important because guess what? Even if Luna Classic is going to 100% hit $1 in the future, guess what? Because you have an actual purpose, an actual strategy, and you pull out the market in the next 3 months, guess what? You would have taken profit out of the market, whereas somebody that doesn't have a plan could hold on for the next, you know, few months, keep holding, and guess what? Their profit could be bigger than your profit, but because they had no actual plan on when to sell and what their actual plan was for the position, the price could tank and basically, you know, wipe out all of their gains. Maybe they go back to break even, or even what, you know, worst case scenario, they even end up in a loss, and then they plan to, you know, just cash out and take their losses. And then guess what happens? Maybe a year or 2 years from now, that position that they had ends up hitting $1. But the point is, they didn't have a plan, so there's nothing to actually work around. So whenever price does pull back, in their mind, the dream is over, reality hits home, and they pull out the position. So this is why I'm saying it's so important to have a plan, whereas somebody that's midterm could say, I plan to hold this for the next maybe 1 to 2 years. I want to see this go way beyond the cent, and I'll be happy with that, and I plan to take out. Or someone that's very long term may say, you know what, I want to hold this for at least 3 to 4 years, right? Or 3 to 5 years. I want to see if this can hit $1, or my target is $1, and I plan to pull out of that position, right? But the point is here, and I hope I'm not boring you guys to death, or if you've made it this far in the video, then you're obviously someone that is probably going to do very, very well with this coin, just based on the fact that you want to learn and you want to be able to have the most optimized strategy in terms of pulling out profits out of the market and not being caught out or not being dumped on. So well done for making it this far, and if you did, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you see in this video is financially advised, so always make sure to do your own independent research. And with that being said, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group, because that's where you're going to be able to stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. Now let me just continue with this video. Now in this video, it's going to be mainly opening your eyes to understand, you know what, things are going well, but it's important for me to understand my time frame, and then maybe look at areas in which I want to sell at. Now if you want specifics, right, you're going to need to join Crypto Crew Premium, right? Because that's where we're going to go over our specific exit strategy, when to leave this project, when we're going to take profit, how likely it is, to hit this 1 cent target area, the specific time frame. You guys have already seen my analysis so far, how accurate it is, and how well people are doing. So imagine the paid content. You're going to get 10x the value. So make sure you click the link in my description, join Crypto Crew Premium today, guys. Even if you join for 1 month, it's going to not only make you a ton of money, but also save you a lot of money as well. So make sure you do that if you want to go for specifics. But when we're just talking about, vagueness in terms of when to actually pull out, when to take profit, it has to be based around a time frame for you, right? Get in the in the mindset of actually having a specific time frame, rather than I'm just going to hold this till the moon, and then all of a sudden that rocket ship crashes, it goes back to zero, you end up in a loss, etc. So do keep that in mind. Right now, moving on, now that we're talking about, we're talking a lot about time frames, etc., we're going to talk about the actual dollar amount. So let's talk about the dollar amount. Many of us have many different targets. If you've been staying up to date with my channel, you will understand the main targets that we have: 1 cent, 10 cent, half a cent, and $1. These are significant areas that we are paying attention to. I'll repeat that again. There's 1 cent, 10 cent, half a cent, and $1. Now, of course, we're going to see price hit half a cent. We're going to see price hit 2 cents. There's obviously a large gap between 1 and 10 cent, right? Because that is going to be the real test area. That is going to test your patience, because guess what? We could see price go to 5 cents and then crash. We can see price goes to 9 cents and then crash, right? So this is why I'm saying you want to join Crypto Crew Premium, so you can get those specifics, so you can actually leave with a ton of profit. But those are the areas that I would urge everybody in this community to focus on, because those are going to be significant psychological levels. But yeah, pay attention to the time frame, how long you actually want to hold this for, and then pay attention to the dollar amount, which is the 1 cent, 10 cent, and these are the macro numbers: 1 cent, 10 cent, half a cent, and $1. Once you have those in mind, you can build up a framework of when to actually take some profit out. And again, I actually have a specific strategy on how to actually cash out without taking out all my profit, to ensure I've money in. So if it does hit $1, I can leave with X amount, etc. It does get really complicated. Join Crypto Crew Premium, because we're going to get into that. Links in the description. Remember, guys, when others are fearful, be greedy, and when others are greedy, be fearful. Until the next update, guys, seize the day.